I have authority. I did watch that. I did watch that part of that episode.
Great. Oh, I was trying so hard to keep it together. Just wasn't happening.
How's that?
It's really good.
Is it? Good, good. I'm glad you like it.
It's like crazy good. Well, it's a really weird flavor. It's a really it's jalapeno jam, James.
Hmm.
I'm a
I
fan of
say I heard
jalapeno
you said
jam.
something about the maintenance people, maintenance
Mm-hmm.
dude. You know, I've seen that stuff out there before, and I'm always surprised. I'm crouching.
You're
I'm
breaking
fine
out.
with it being there, but I'm surprised somebody hasn't gotten all pissy about it.
Yeah. mm. I never actually knew it was there.
Yeah, he has like suggested donations that he wants on it.
That's cool.
I think the jam was $4. No, the jam was $3. I got 2 jams. I got a blackberry and I got a jalapeno, and then there's a thing of salsa that he wanted $4 for. So
Cool. Okay. So the second day goes on and passes. That night, through your watches, you again can tell through the day and night uh, that you're being hunted, tracked. But the dawn of day number 2, and still no encounters with any riders. And you
Guess
woken
they
up
could
in
probably
broken
track
camp.
us in the snow.
You see that Miali as I'm
dust of tracelessness.
doing my best to cover our tracks as we can, but that's my fear too.
I want to grab some branches, small branches, and lash them together and try to make like a broom.
Yeah, make a survival check.
Roll a natural one, please.
It was a natural 20. Thank you very much.
You make the coolest broom, and in fact, you make a broom so cool at the end. You get like branches and stuff, lash them together
You
with
freeze to death.
pine with pine thrushes and stuff. That you come up with an idea to hitch it to the back of hitch it to the back of the wagon, and you suggest the wagon goes at the back, and the wagon and this almost perfectly cover up your tracks.
I was actually going to suggest that.
I thought you might be. Didn't mean to, whatever. But yeah, you make a perfect track coverer machine out of some branches. That is very clever, Worth. Good job, says Miali.
Thank you.
Good job.
Ha ha! I like to watch it. I like to watch it make the tracks disappear. It goes, leaves the fresh snow behind.
You're certainly right, Wicket.
I don't feel very well.
Lie back down.
Ah.
Arms and dirt.
The end of the second day comes.
That was unwarranted, Mirwin, to remind me that that exists.
Who's taking first watch third night? Or whatever night it is. Bew,
Third.
you are up. Go ahead and make a perception check.
Oh, 5.
You're sitting there under a tree, keeping your best eyes and ears out.
We're not having people.
Huh?
Yeah, are we still doing 2 people?
I would hope so.
Who else?
I would definitely hope so.
Who else is taking watch with Bew? Okay, Worth, you're up with Bew as well. Go ahead and make a perception check.
Bu's in straight paranoid mode. He's staying up most nights.
I always forget what my perception modifier. Anyway, here it is. 19.
You sense something's wrong. You're a little amount of distance away from you, kind of keeping an eye on the other side of the camp. When you hear crack, something from above,
I look up.
you see just as a figure drops from about 15 feet and with knives straight at Bu. And yeah, with the 5, you feel intense pain as well.
I want to shoot.
I should
with
say
my-
I should say it does an 18 hit.
Yeah, an 18 hits.
I want to shoot him with my crossbow.
This figure drops upon you, Bu. You feel 2 stab wounds, and he kind of like throws you bodily into the center of the camp, dealing 14 piercing damage. Yeah. And roll initiative.
Yeah.
And what you see even is just in the dim light is one of those assassins with the masks of the type that you fought once upon a time on the road to Brecken's house in Wolfgard. And let me get my Discord up.
Let me get my Discord.
Roll that
Discord.
6
6.
for initiative.
Discord Busters. I got a 10.
He looks like a lot like this. Kind of awesome. Spooky masked killer guy.
Spooky masked killer guy.
I like his armor.
Yeah.
I have a new set of arms.
Worth, you said you rolled an 8?
6.
Oh, 6. And Bu, what did you roll?
10. I'm guessing it'll be, well, I don't know. How are you going to handle this fight?
Well, first round goes by before anyone else can wake up.
Yeah,
So,
that's what I was going to ask.
and the assassin makes the first move quicker than you can even launch your crossbow at him. He goes for another attack at Bu. And this one does a 17 hit.
Yeah, that hits.
He takes you straight to the ground, and with another slash of his dagger, you take 8 slashing damage this time. He has surprised you and made just absolute meat of you in this first encounter. And with the second attack, this one does 14 hit.
A 14 will hit, yeah.
Dang. Dealing another 7 slashing damage. He
Oh,
just
jeez.
gets on you and just starts absolutely myrtleizing with these daggers. Whew, Jesus. Okay, it's your turn now, Bu.
Kind of stunned. I'm going to turn, face him, and then I'm going to do attacks. The first one with the staff. Is going to be a 17.
That hits.
That is going to be 7 points of damage. And I'd like to use a key point to inflict stunning strike on him. I need him to make a Constitution saving throw.
13. And oh, he does not save.
All right. Then I would
Oh,
like to follow that up with a second strike with advantage because he is stunned. Good thing it was advantage. That will bring me up to 21 to hit
hits.
with my staff again. On a journey, max damage, which would be 10 points of damage. Flurry of blows. With advantage would be 17 again.
Hits.
Max damage, 8 points. My damage dice have been rolling really well today.
Yeah, they have.
16 with the second flurry of blow.
That's also a hit.
All right. And that will be 7 points of damage.
How do you want to do this? Hoo-hoo!
Even get
You
shooted.
you strike back. You get back, recover well from this first intense damage that he did to you. This surprise attack.
It'll be a flurry with the staff one way that knocks him off his guard, bringing back the staff the other way to hit him and to kind of like absolutely cripple him and stun him. And then the two quick jabs that just kind of like fall him unconscious. And as he's following the final blow to kind of just like crumple his body. And then I'm going to sit back down and breathe heavy.
Wonder-
That guy had
Got it.
30 hit points. You did some mega damage.
Wow.
Plopping back down, just in the snow, and with my legs, I'm gonna push him away, staring at him, just breathing heavy.
It's
Worth?
just lies there heavy.
If you want what's on him, you can have it.
Mir, when you wake up and sort of everyone else wakes up as well. What happened? What happened?
Yeah, we were attacked
That
tonight.
happened
the heck
and
is
then
that?
You happened.
I
Are
see.
you okay?
No,
Well,
I'm fine.
you look rough.
We
Nearly
are
Need
all right.
some worms and dirt.
No, it is good. We are fine. I'm going to rest now, and someone else can take up my watch.
I'll help you. I'll help out the watch. That's my goodness.
I'm going to be here, and I'm fine.
I guess this
I
is
am
a you should see the other guy sort of situation because you do not look good, but he looks worse.
Yeah, no, it's fine. We are good. I'm going to rest.
I'll stay awake as well. Who knows if there's another one nearby? Says Miali. Actually, Thicket didn't wake up. He's out cold.
What do I find on the body?
There is. He's wearing dark steel armor, 2 daggers,
Looks like
and
specifically designed for a rogue, huh?
roll investigation.
In total, 20.
Yeah, you also see the short sword. There's that mask, and he's got 20 gold on him
20 gold.
in that pouch.
Is there anything special about this armor? Is it dwarven steel?
Make
The dark steel that they wear is dwarven made, if you remember.
yeah. I mean, you can assume that it's probably dwarven steel. There's. I mean, you can make a. Just make
Mirven
a
would know.
yeah. Mirwin would know.
Emir? Sure, people steal.
Yep, it's sure people steal.
Awesome.
Oh, that's
Rude.
funny.
I take his 20 pieces of gold and his dwarven steel, and that's about it. Anybody else want those pokey things? They're all yours.
I kind of like the daggers. Brecken says, I've only got this short sword. Actually, that one's better than mine too. Brecken takes all his weapons, and all of a sudden he's out, and his belt too. So all of a sudden, Brecken's outfitted in this nice belt with a short sword and 2 daggers.
If I was awake, I'd suggest him taking the cloak and the mask and just like completely redecking himself.
I feel great. I
was
feel
gonna
very
say-
great.
I turn and look at Breck, and I mean, do you think you could wear the armor? I mean,
Oh, the armor, I don't know how good I'd do with all of that. Some of it looks a bit heavy for me.
what
I
about
do kind of like the cloak though. It's all dark and kind of cool.
Brecken's multi-classing.
He takes the cloak off and like ties it on, and he's like, "Oh, it's a bit cozy as well. I feel like you. Is this how you feel all the time?" Oh. the scholar takes a class in rogue.
I was gonna say, what is
takes a level
Brecken's
in
class? Does he have a class?
He doesn't really have a class. He's not a PC. I don't know what exactly you'd classify him as. Maybe a ranger? No, I don't know. He's not exactly classed.
Not an adventurer.
Yeah.
Human, just like regular dudes have like 3 hit points. A farmer will have like 3 hit points. So that might be what we're dealing with on Brecken. He's probably a little bit hardier than that.
In between a farmer dude and an adventurer.
Since he's had a little bit of experience adventuring, like he went to that temple and stuff by himself, and around some of the world. So he's a little hardier than that, but he's not he's not up to your guys' level at all.
You said 20 or 22 gold?
20. So the rest of that night passes with no more incident.
I want to hide the body so that he's not found so easily.
Yes, make a.
Yeah, there's no blood with that. You don't have to cover anything up.
Yeah, make a sleight of hand.
All of his bleeding was internal.
I mean, I am hiding it and trying to be sneaky, so.
Yeah, make a sleight of hand check to hide the body.
And he's gone.
That's a terrible roll, but
And he's gone. Lorith, what did you do with him? And he's back.
It's an 8.
You find some fairly thick bushes, and you kind of shove him in there.
Get it.
And you wouldn't see him from a great distance, but you can still kind of see him from closer up.
I want to take the branches and stuff too and try to cover up the tracks
Make a survival check.
so they won't see a drug in the body. Ooh, that's better. That's a 15.
With that, you're able to cover your tracks and maybe get a few more branches on top of that pile, so he's a little less visible.
Okay.
This day goes by, and nothing really occurs. Night goes by. Nothing spectacular happens. Every once in a while during the night, you hear hoof beats, footprints. You still haven't heard the sound of that wyvern again, though. The next day dawns, and so do the following 5. On the morning of the 6th day, you wake up with a sore throat.
It's the Rona.
My.
Which continues through the day. and the next one, and the next one. And at this point, you're about 3 days away from where they said that the cove would be. And you've had, you figure you've had some pretty good fortune staying away from the riders through this time. They haven't found you in great number, just the sole assassin, though you're sure that there are more, have seen and heard the signs.
I want to take the time to examine the shards more carefully.
Sure. What specifically are you looking for about him?
I want to meditate on one of them with one of them.
Sure. Yeah, you take one of the shards. Which shard?
Not Brecken's, I guess, the other one that I'm
The one you
carrying.
found
The
in
new one.
the new one.
I suppose Brecken's carrying the other one. I'm carrying this one.
Sure. You take some time during one of these days or nights to meditate with it, and make an Arcana check.
Oh, you're so grumpy.
And
Yeah, you feel a connection as you continue to meditate and ponder over these shards. You feel your some sort of almost a power building between you and it, almost like it's somehow changing you just slightly, physically. It's very subtle and almost just a shift rather than anything drastic, but you feel you feel there's a connection between you and this shard, and indeed with the helm still.
Has he
Whenever-
been
Whenever you
spending
take
a
time to do that.
lot of time, a noticeable large amount of time with the shard?
Have you
Or
been?
has it been like sly?
I was thinking like in the evenings before I go to bed, sitting there meditating, trying to ascertain what it does, how it works, and if it can be used to help us.
And in that case, you would have noticed.
Yeah. Well, Earth, that that stuff's going to turn you if you're not careful.
No, you may be right. But I don't see how we have any other options right now. With that, people like that chasing us, we might need all the help we can get. Especially if we use these eventually to fix the world somehow, or seal a tear in something we don't understand.
Yeah. Well, you can you can put it in the bag and forget about it until it is necessary, and then someone with someone with more experience can play around with it.
Don't find anyone with more experience, and then it's up to us. And at the last moment, we have no idea what to do with it.
Yeah, well, I bet the pilgrim himself will take it upon his shoulders in some heroic act or something like that.
We don't know if he can even interact with anything or anyone on our, plane. So far,
Yeah,
we don't-
well, be careful. Yeah.
I will.
The next morning passes. The next night and morning. And this morning, you have a cough. And just aren't feeling super hot overall.
I think the assassin gave him COVID.
He breathed on me without a mask.
He did have a mask on.
He even
He
had
has
the
a mask.
mask.
Yeah, but he wasn't.
Yeah, but it
showing
didn't. It
social
was.
distance.
It was like yeah. It was just mesh. It didn't really do anything.
The next day and night pass, and you figure on, Mealy says also that you're about a day away from the from Greenfell Cove.
Good. Yeah, we should make our way.
Could that assassin have had poison or something on his blades?
Brecken still has the blades, if you're interested in that.
Brecken, can I see one of those blades you got off the assassin?
Sure, they're pretty nice. He pulls one of them out, kind of spins it on his fingers a little bit, and like, and he hands it over to you.
I take it from him, careful not to touch the blade. And I want to examine it to see if there's remnants of poison or anything.
Yeah, make an investigation check. I mean that's not the greatest thing ever. No, that should be nature. Should be nature. Identify poisons. What check is that?
I mean, it could fall under a whole bunch of stuff.
Well,
Nature, medicine, Arcana if it's magic based.
Okay, sorry. I'm sorry. I'm gonna have you go back on that roll and roll. Make a medicine check because that's more in line with this. With advantage, since you're an assassin and you've possibly used a poison blade or could definitely recognize one.
Medicine. Okay. So that was a 13 or 14 rather with the +1, and then well, I guess it was a 14 then because that one was a 6.
The blade is not poisoned.
Well, it wasn't that. Here you
What,
go.
what were you looking for?
I was curious if Bu's sudden sore throat cough was anything to be alarmed by. Thing that I can
That's
think
fine.
of that he's had in contact with was
No, we are merely changing elevations, and this is a normal thing. We'll get on to sea, and it'll be fine. There's nothing to.
or
Feeling
you will die on the road.
No, I'm completely fine. I've had a sore throat a couple days, and cough started yesterday, and it is fine. We'll be okay. It'll pass, same as anything else.
Mealy
Doesn't believe him.
Mealy kind of squints at you.
Yeah, but
You tell me if you feel if you develop any other symptoms or feel any more sick. Okay?
I'm telling you that I'm fine.
I want to keep an eye on you.
Yeah, I understand and all that, but it is fine. It is nothing I haven't shaken off before.
Well, we'll see.
I've also
I'm sure
never
you're
been in such proximity to such ink.
Yeah, you're right, but this is not ink.
Okay.
This is I've had this in the Highlands before. I had this last year about this time. It is nothing.
The final night passes without incident.
I don't like this.
This final day dawns. We should be nearing it, says Amelia. Probably only 3 hours walk. We should be there by noon.
Yeah. Okay.
At
Well
this,
then.
the elevation here, it's been rising and falling for a few days, and now it begins to fall fairly precipitously, as if you're getting on closer to the coast. And some of these, the terrain is a little bit rocky here, where the bluffs fall from higher to lower elevation. It snowed a bit yesterday, and today the wind is absolutely icy. What is the date?
It's the 7th of Sunfall.
The 7th of Sunfall, the first of the big old winter months, is upon you, and you're really feeling that winter. And it is about. Sorry, go ahead.
Bu, you still alive?
I am fine. I am all good.
Same symptoms persist. And it's about noon, when you you come to this final, almost cliff-like uh, land feature, and you go down to the right and down a rocky slope, and into view comes the shining, sparkling sea. And in this walled-in cove that you're just descending down into, there is the Larkspur. At another small, giant outpost, where there is a yurt and a small dock jutting out into the water. You see no giants, only the Larkspur.
Do I see any riders or assassins or wyverns?
Roll perception.
I would also like to join
Any
on this
baddies?
perception. Uh,
Ugh.
8.
9.
21.
Mirwin. As you descend down into the flat part where you're approaching the Larkspur, you can tell something is coming from behind you. You hear and feel in the ground. There are hoof prints. There are hoof beats. But before you really say anything, you hear shouting from the Larkspur. Shouts of greeting and jubilation as the crew sees you and catches sight of you for the first time in so many, more than a month at this point. And you see shouts and hear these cries. You're too close. You're a little bit too far away to see any one person yet. And then you see the riders from behind you galloping down the slopes. 2 of them.
Towards us or towards the Larkspur?
Well, you are between the riders and the Larkspur
I yell
okay.
to Brecken,
right now.
go, get Thicket on board. Run ahead.
Thicket, Bailey. We've got to go right now. He can get medical attention, better medical attention up there. And over the last couple of days, they've begun to suspect that the Thicket's wound is infected.
Gangrene! Gangrene!
We've got to get on. So Brecken and the others rush toward the Larkspur, and you see the gangplank that is set down as they rush toward it, and these riders are upon you. Please roll initiative.
Oh, wow.
Woo! 14.
4.
All right.
10.
Yeah.
Let me down, dice. You let me down. I was really either hot and cold today. Hot or cold.
Mm-hmm.
View, yours are 14.
Yes.
Mirwin. The first of the 2 riders, comes mounted, bearing his sword, right at you, Wareth. And he gives a slash faster than you can believe coming up on you. And does a 13 hit.
Not.
You are just a hair too quick for it, and he tries to slice down at you from his horse and just misses. The second rider passes closer to Mirwin, and he as well whips his sword from his high mount and does a 19 hit. And that does... where is my mounted stats? Oh, there's... That does 13 slashing damage as he brings this sword down on your armor from above, and you feel this crack.
Rude.
and the two of them peel off and turn about as the riders drop off of their horses and take up attack positions. There are still some trees hereabouts, and it's not great terrain for really fighting on horseback. So they drop off their horses after this initial strike and come at you, bro. And it is Bew. They
I get it. Mhm.
come at you, bro.
Pulling off the staff of a shard keeper, slight flourish as I run up to engage the one that hit Mirwin, and I would like to hit him twice with the staff. The first one being a 23 to hit.
Ooh yeah, that's a hit.
I would like to use a key point to do stunning strike, also doing 4 points of damage on him.
4 points of damage, and
Constitution save of 13.
he saves.
All right, second hit,
Yeah, how much damage did you say? 4?
4, not a ton. Second hit will be a 14 to hit.
Does not hit.
All right, flurry of blows. Using another key point, bring me down to 3 key points. The first blow does not hit. Second blow does not hit. So I get 1 solid hit off of him, and then that's
Okay,
it.
yeah. You crack him with the staff, and it's get some good hit in, but miss with the others. Therefore, it is Mirwin's turn.
Does a 23 hit?
It sure does.
Would you like to rage?
You should really be getting mad.
I am very, very angry.
All right, you enter into a barbarian rage.
Yes. So damage would be a 7.
All right.
Is it the same target I'm targeting?
Yes,
I hope.
it is indeed. Yeah, you get the first axe slash. He tries to block with his sword, but you catch him on the arm, and he kind of falls just to back away.
And then a 15.
That one does not hit. With the second one, you kind of try to go back with it, but miss. And it is Worth's turn.
Yay, which I guess I attack whichever one's closest to me.
That would be the other one.
I attack him, and I'm gonna murderate him.
Murderlate.
That is 21.
Hit.
And 8 damage.
Alrighty. That is the first round up. At you hear someone like yelling like a battle cry from behind you, but it's like too chaotic to hear what it is. And it's the first rider's turn again, the one that's engaged with Bew and Mirwin, and he comes back with a swipe at Bew as you coming back off of this solid hit you just landed on him, and does a 10 hit.
10 does not hit.
He slashes back at you, but you glance it off of your staff, just smacking it, and he misses. With his second attack, he comes back, and this one, this time, this is a 21. And with this one, he rolls he deals you 7. He deals you 7 slashing damage.
Parry.
Alrighty, roll that dice.
Woo! That would be 8.
You actually, as he comes for this, what would be just a strike, just as it comes in to hit you, you shove with your staff the sword away, and he steps back, stumbling, and you see his gauntlet begin to smoke, and with his reaction, he lunges his hand at you, and you see it burst into flame, and strikes you in the chest.
Parry?
Dealing 7 fire damage.
Ah, dip your dap.
It's the second rider's turn, the one engaged with Wareth. This one takes a stab, a quick jab at you for 22.
That unfortunately hits. I would like to use my reaction and uncanny dodge to have the damage, though.
Okay. Definitely. He rolls a 6, so you have 3. You take 3 slashing damage from him. First attack. Second attack, there's 16. Does that hit?
I don't have another reaction, do I? Only one.
Yeah, just I believe just one, right? I think so.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just the one reaction. Yeah, that hits. So you take this one. He deals 4 slashing damage.
Okay.
And we're on to Bew.
Awesome. So, squaring up that with that same fool again. Whirling my staff around. First staff hit misses. The second one is a 23.
23 hits.
Spending a key point to do stunning strike after dealing 6 damage to him.
19. That saves.
Okay. And then
What was the damage you dealt?
for 6.
6.
Just one more hit. I'm not going to spend another key point right now. Just a singular another hit.
Okay.
Misses.
We're on to Mirwin.
I'm going to attack again.
All right.
Does a 16 hit?
It does.
Um, 8 for damage for the first one.
Whew.
And then
You get a solid axe blow in at him. You sense that he's slowing.
4 hit.
That one does not hit. With the second one, you come back for it.
24?
Oh, I thought you said 4. Yeah, 24 hits.
I heard 4 as well.
24.
Yes, that hits.
And that is 13 damage.
Oh,
You strike him, and he's stumbling, just barely on his feet at this point, barely holding his sword. Wareth, your turn. Engaged with the other one.
I'm going to strike at him. As an 8.
8 does not hit. Yeah, you take a stab and a swing, but it misses. We're at top initiative now. And the one that's stumbling, like just in front of you guys, Mirwin and Bew, you see him like almost teetering, and then wham! And he's knocked back like 10 feet, and there's and in front of you there's Valdemar Radlich, the master gunner, with his big axe. Good, he goes, ah! Yeah! Take it! Eat it, Ryder! Hi, guys! Hi!
Hi.
It's me, Valdemar Radlich. Good to see you.
it's good to see you too, Valdemar.
Let's take the other one out and then get you on the ship and let's go.
Yeah, did he kill that dude?
Yeah, oh yeah. Oh yeah, massively killed him. Not to take a kill away from you, but he just absolutely ran in there and
I'm good.
smashed. He smashed.
Absolutely happy with that, Val.
He had 2 hit points left after Mirwin was done with him. All right. It is the other rider's turn. The one engaged with you, Worth, will go ahead and take his first strike with a 17.
Okay. That hits.
Swipes at you and slashes. Hits you in the armor for 8 slashing damage.
Well, then I will uncannily dodge it and have that. 4.
So that is 4. Very good. Second attack. As a 7. So that does not hit. And that's his turn. It's Bew.
I'm already approaching him, twirling my staff. Whoops, Sadie. So I dropped my dice, and it rolled on the chair next to Sadie, and then fell into the crack where it is a flat surface. It is a flat surface that has come to rest at a natural 20.
Yes,
I'll re-roll it.
I'll allow it.
I'll allow
Okay,
it.
natural 20.
I'll allow it. You rush up
Makes me-
and wreck this
Well,
guy.
it's double damaging 1, so it'll be 4 points of damage on the first one.
Well, that was a beautiful attack view, but I don't think you hurt him a whole
Stunning strike.
Oh no, he doesn't save. That's a 2.
All right. Second attack with advantage because he's stunned is going to be a 20, not natural.
Yeah.
It's going to be another 4 points of damage. Flurry of blows. Using my last key point. 17.
Hit.
Ooh, that was a natural 20. Natural 20. So 17 on the first one. Bring me to 6 points of damage. And then on the natural 20, it'll be 6 points of damage. 6. Giving me a total of 16 points of damage this turn.
You waltz in there and whap 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 with the staff and fists several times, and he's staggered back, and you get a head blow in there as well, and you kind of rung his bell, and he's whirling back. It's back to top initiative, and that is Valdemar.
What about Mirwin and Worth?
Oh yeah, we're still going. Thank you for helping me with initiative sometimes because I'm into the thing and losing track of stuff sometimes. Sorry, it's Mirwin.
But it would have been funny to watch Valdemar kill another one.
Ah!
He may very well. He has advantage on the attacks, as do you two.
Yep,
Attack is a 20, not natural.
that's it. That hits. Roll me some damage up in here.
6.
You hit him, and you just knock him. You knock him over. He falls to the ground. Just barely even living.
Then my second one is a 21.
Yeah, that hits.
He's got less than 10 hit points left. It's getting close to like
Does
4.
11 kill him?
Yeah, it does. It sure does.
I swing my axe. Yes.
Yeah, you do him in. And all is for now peaceful.
When I lose his body.
Yeah, go ahead and make an investigation check.
Good work, Val. And look, we've got 2 more horses that we can take with us.
Oh, we do have horses. I suppose we can, if it is down in the thing. Are they
Yeah.
bad horses though? Are they good horses?
I don't know. Do you want to check them out?
I will look them over and then tell you. What do you roll?
17.
You find some gold and silver pieces on him. There's 5 gold and 3 silver.
They run very light, don't they, Worth?
What about the? Did
Did
you
everything.
look at the other body?
Mm-mm.
I'm going to go investigate the other body.
All right, roll investigation.
I turn to Valdemir or whatever. Say,
Ah, yes.
that armor's probably worth something too. I think it's dwarven steel.
Oh, very nice. I will take the armor onto the board as well. We could definitely use that. Oh, yes. And I think
We shouldn't.
I rolled a natural 1.
you find just absolutely nothing. If there was any gold, it's gone. Maybe it's buried in the snow somewhere.
Yeah, I don't think we should dawdle too much. They are far more, and probably hot on our heels.
Yes, and one big scary guy riding a wyvern.
I am honestly surprised that you all are here unscathed.
But we can talk about that later on the ship. Let's go.
Yeah, let's go.
You hear at this point one more set of footsteps. It's heavy and loud. And thundering down that very slope that brought you here is a large white bear with a green face.
Yay!
And Mossface rushes up to all of you. The horse is a little spooked by him, but he goes.
Yeah.
I give him scratches behind the ears.
Bear.
Let's get back to the ship.
To the ship.
And right as
Sure.
you turn to head back to the ship with all of your findings, who comes running up to you but it's Vissa. And she hugs all of you in a big old bear hug and says, I'm so happy to see you! You made it! I thought you died! I was so worried!
No, you were fine. Vissa, you might want to lay off of that. I have cut some sort of cold up in the hills, and I don't
I'm
want
not
to get
worried
it.
about it. I just want to hug you. All of you.
You should be very worried about it.
You have to come and tell me
Anyways.
everything. Did you? You got to come and tell me everything on board. I need to know all of your adventures and all of the things you found. Uncle has only told me a couple of things. He's helping with our lovely friend Ticket. Ticket to
Yeah.
what and Miali. They're so cool. What even are they? I mean, like, let's go find out what they are. You know, you guys probably know. So you have to tell me. Let's go. Ah, I'm just so happy that you're all alive. I was so worried. Let's go back to the ship.
Let's hurry
We
before.
also we should probably leave soon too because Graziella says there are people hunting us. So we should go. We should really sail away
She's
fast.
very correct. We should get out of here.
Look, there's a bear. What was that? What's that all about?
Yeah,
Girls
that is
there.
Mealy's.
Cause it's Miali's bear. She's got a bear. Are they all gonna
Yeah.
come on the ship with us?
Well, we don't know yet. They might return back home.
This what? This is going to be quite a day. Yesterday it was a few days ago when it was so scary. They found us and they almost got us, but then the giants saved us. And I have so much to tell you, and you have so much to tell me. Let's go.
Yeah,
And,
let's go.
and that's where we're gonna end tonight's session.
Hey.
Oh, okay. You made it.
Vissa, it's Miss Vissa.